YouTube channel, throughout social media. We will get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets into the primetime games. And that's what we do here on the Drive Thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Play. So let's take a peek at who's on the show with us for today. All right, with us is Brian Bitler, Rod Zawacky, Jay Briggs, Jovan Burts will sign a little later. We're looking for Nick Menken out in Arizona. Here's how we'll line up for this evening. We got Briggs, Burts, Bitler, Zawacky, Menken, then I will close this one out. All right, NBA on the board tonight. 9-game cards, some college hoops, as you know, on the Friday cards. We get a few teams from the major conference, most of it the mid-major conference tonight. A few on the ice as well. So let's get this show underway. Let's welcome in Jay Briggs. We'll catch him over at Pick Dogs. We'll bring Jay in right now. Crushing the NBA. Jay, what's happening?
Tony T, what's happening, my man? It's a money-making Friday, money-making March. Hey, that time of the year, the home stretch. I'm pumped, turned. I'm excited, ready to make some money.
And it makes some money indeed getting through March Madness. And once we're done with March Madness, just another few days of the NBA, the end of the playoffs. I like this when they push it back. So these there's not a whole lot of gap between the end of the tournament and the NBA playoffs.
Yes, sir. You hit the nail right on the head. Home stretch, guys.
Home stretch.
Lock in. Let's lock in and make this a money-making March. One of the best ones yet.
Absolutely. No doubt about that. All right, here we go tonight. And we got this one between the Trailblazers and the Blazers. Game one of a back-to-back two-game series. They're not going to waste time. You're not even going to get a day off here. So you're going to play Friday and then come back Saturday. But anyway, in this one, Grizzlies here laying a point, total 207.5.
Yeah. So we've seen these two teams play twice already this season. They played back in Portland. And when they played in Portland, they didn't play back-to-back, but it was back-to-back type games. They played each other on the 3rd and the 5th. They actually had a day in between that time. This time that will not be the case. Blazers won the first one, 115-113. Grizzlies won the second one, 112-100. Hey, these two teams, they're both bottom tier in the league. We all are well aware of that. What I'm looking at here in this one is the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm going to take Memphis at home as the home favorite, small home favorite. It's not that complicated in my opinion. The Portland Trail Blazers, they seem to have checked out. They seem really disinterested. They're coming off a pretty significant homestand. A homestand, well, where? They didn't do much of anything. Got aired out by Miami, aired out by Charlotte, aired out by Denver, aired out in back-to-back games by Minnesota. Disinterested. At least we've seen some fight, some grit, some competitiveness from Memphis here recently. I think they do enough to win this game at home. When I do bet Memphis, it's at home. Give me the Grizzlies here in this spot tonight on the team.
All right, Jay says go Grizzlies, laying the one here against the Trailblazers. Grizzlies, of course, they've been just play defense, and they give you an effort, but I don't know what's going on with this Trailblazers team. It's been a disappointment with all these young players just not being able to mesh together. I'm not going to sit here and blame injuries, because there's talent even when they've got their guys, the guys that are out, the guys on lineup. They should have some talent.
Hey, from a pure talents perspective, Portland's the better team. They are, but they haven't put it together in any capacity this season. This is a 15-win basketball team. I see no chemistry. I see no cohesiveness. I see nothing that suggests trying to catch this falling knife with the Portland Trail Blazers. Coach Billups seems kind of over his head, and it's not going well up there in Portland. And I don't really know where they turn to try to find something either.
There's a guy here on Memphis that has been putting up some points off the bench, the second-round pick out of South Carolina. G.G. Jackson is a guy who's questionable, and I mention him because he's given the Memphis a little bit of offense off the bench. I've seen some 20-plus performances from this rookie from South Carolina. And G.G. Jackson, like the name G.G. Jackson.
I kind of like that nickname too, or the actual name G.G. Jackson. He has been, serviceable for the Grizzlies. Of course, I would like to see him in there tonight. Grizzlies, they could use all they can handle, all the guys they have. We've, on the morning show, joked a couple of times about the Grizzlies and called them the Memphis Hustle, because it seems like sometimes they're acquiring guys from their G League team. But I think this game is more about Portland than it is about Memphis. Friday night in Memphis, you can usually count on the Grizzlies to show up. And I think if Mr. G.G. Jackson shows up tonight, he'll be just fine and help the Grizzlies.
G.G. Jackson, sometimes you get the G.G. Jackson, sometimes you get the G League Jackson. So that's you got to be careful with that nickname. So Interesting game. This one is not covered on the show tonight. Well, I don't know. We haven't got Nick's pick yet. If it is, well, then too bad. But anyway, we know what NBA game I want to mention to you. It features a big one here. Probably one of the biggest games of the year for the Dallas Mavericks. It's going to be on ESPN. Doncic and Irving and company here against what people call the best team out of the East right now, Boston Celtics. And we have news here that Doncic will be in the lineup, which we thought, if you kind of read the tea leaves, you saw him in the shoot around. You guys, you're doing your homework. If you like Dallas, I hope you were able to grab the 9. But just a half point down, maybe people figured he was going to play. So we're seeing that Boston here laying 8.5 against your Dallas Mavericks.
Hey, I am on the train of saying the Celtics are the best team in the East. But not only are they in the East, I've said all season the Celtics are the best team in the NBA. And I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe they're going to be the team representing the Eastern Conference. And that's who my futures ticket is on to win the whole thing, the Boston Celtics. With that being said, I think they're just purely overvalued here, just flat out, just overvalued. And I get why they are, though, because they are hooping. They are playing extremely great basketball. They went through the entire month of February only losing one basketball game, and it was the first one of the month that they played. Other than that, they ran through everybody. The problem is they didn't play anybody, hence why I believe they're overvalued. Memphis, Atlanta, Washington, Brooklyn, Chicago, New York, and Philadelphia. Who's the best team in that bunch? New York, and we all know what was going on in that right before the All-Star break with the Knicks. They lost Randall and Anunoby. So I get why the line is and why people may think Boston can air out Dallas. I was at the game they played last here in Dallas, right behind the basket. They did win that game comfortably. Of course, Jaylen Brown had the ankle breaker on my guy Luka Doncic, but hey, 10, 9.5, 8.5, wherever it's at, that's a lot of lumber. It's a lot of lumber. In all honesty, if I were to be 100% honest with you guys, I say take a shot on the Dallas Mavericks money line. I think they have a chance.
3-1. 3-1 odds there. And of course, we're bringing up Doncic to bring up Boston, but there's somebody there that had a history in Boston on the Dallas Mavericks.
Yes, he is, Mr. Kyrie Irving. There's already videos of him out there burning sage, again, like he likes to do in the arena. We'll see. Hey, this is one thing, though. Kyrie has not won a game in TD Garden since he was no longer a Boston Celtic. So it's a little discouraging for that money line play I just tried to give you guys. But, hey, Mavs have played extremely well since the trade deadline. They're a different team than they were the last time they saw the Celtics. See if they match up well with them tonight.
Yeah, we'll see how that rolls. Of course, we always like to look here on Fridays, get a little preview on that big card in college. We'll cover a couple of big games involving teams in the state of Texas. One bigger here, early morning start, 1 Eastern time, has Kansas at Baylor here. Baylor is going to lay opening line here, 4.5 in this one.
Whew, man, they know how to make you sweat on these college lines. I wanted to take Baylor, I really did, but they making me lay a bucket and some. Ugh, it's tough, man. But these boys, I have to lean Baylor. Coming off the home loss last time they were there, the loss to Houston in the overtime, they were there. They had it. They had them. They should have won the game in regulation. The big missed the free throws, then had a crucial turnover in overtime. Yeah, that was a tough one.
That free throw. Jeez.
Yeah, that free throw, man. That damn free throw. But, hey, we've seen we've seen Kansas have some hiccups on the road. Texas Tech put belt to ass to Kansas on the road, 79-50. If Baylor comes and plays Baylor-style basketball, I think they win the game fairly comfortably as well.
All right, here's one that's lined fairly comfortably for Texas here, facing Okie State, one of the cellar dwellers in the Big 12. It looks like Texas is going to be big favorites here at 2 Eastern time tomorrow by 9.5, total 145.5.
This game makes me really nervous. We saw Texas finally put it together on the road against Texas Tech in their last one, and I just question, does that have them slightly overvalued here in this game? Oklahoma State's a tough team to figure out. You'll see them step up and beat BYU out of nowhere, and then the next game you'll see them, get aired out. Earlier in the season, I thought Oklahoma State was the worst team in the Big 12. They have been more competitive here recently. 9.5's a lot to lay. I probably would lean Oklahoma State. Texas wins probably by like 7 or 8 though.
Oh, there you go with the cover there. And, of course, SMU going to be under 18 against UTSA. UTSA against the football school, I guess.
Yeah. UTSA, they are coming off 2 nice wins, though. They beat UNT, beat Tulsa. SMU coming off 2 straight losses, though, to FAU and UCF. Not bad losses in the grand scheme of things. Hey, bounce back spot at home. I love taking that in the NBA and in college hoops. They've been on the road the last 2. Last time we saw SMU at home, they took Memphis behind the woodshed, 106-79. Wouldn't be surprised at all if they did the exact same to UTSA.
There you go. Just a little taste of what we'll get tomorrow, guys, in the morning. So you want to make sure you tune in tomorrow's morning show, 10 a.m. Eastern time. I'll be there. And looks like we've got a full crew. There's maybe even a waiting list already for tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Saturday should be a great show tomorrow. Full house. Make sure you guys tune in. A lot of faces you see here on the drive-thru and throughout Pick Dogs will be there, including my man Tony T. So check us out in the morning and let's make some money.
Absolutely, make some money indeed in the morning. All right, Jay here. The show pick was the Grizzlies here, laying the point against the Trailblazers tonight.
Tony
All right. Yo.
Tony T just came across my phone right now. GG Jackson will play.
There you go. We need GG in there. All right, that's great. So good news there on the Memphis side. GG Jackson, you need him. You need those points. He's probably good for at least 20 plus against Portland's defense tonight.
There you go. Maybe look at some GG Jackson overs for my prop guys out there.
There you go. GG Jackson can go off here against bad teams. He's been getting a lot of minutes now because he's the 2nd round pick, and Memphis is tanking, but GG is trying to, that 2nd round guy. He doesn't have a long contract, so he's got a stat pad. He's got a stat pad. And that's how it rolls in the NBA. So look for these stat patterns to stat pad them stats. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. Jay, top unit producer in the NBA. Look at this, 2,606 units of profit document over at Pick Dog Premium. Monster year, monster last 30 days, a monster month of February, 2,000 units of profit. Looking for a monster March as well. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Hey, man, Tony T, I'm just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. March is probably one of my favorite months in the entire season. The weather's great. Got some of the best sports action in the entire year. Hey, it's that time of year, man. I'm trying to keep it rolling. You guys can hop on something long-term with me at Pick Dogs Premium. For tonight, though, I have a 3-pack in the NBA, which includes my NBA Play of the Day, or you can get that NBA Play of the Day sold separately. We are currently 61-38-4, last 103 on that NBA Player of the Day, hitting at a 59% clip. Trying to keep the momentum rolling forward so you guys can hop on with me over at Pick Dogs Premium. I will have some college hoops for you guys tomorrow. I wasn't in love with the college hoops card today. But, yeah, man, long-term is the best way to go with me. And we're going to continue to try to kick the crap out of the book. So you can pair me up with Tony T, Brian Bitler, Rod Zawacky, Jovan Burts, just a few guys who are on the show, or anybody else here at Pick Dogs.
That's right, guys. Get on board here. Jay Briggs over at Pick Dog. See the great result here from Jay. 2,606 units of profit. Take a look at the long-term results as well. He's been on absolute fire, guys. Best time to get on board with that 1-month pass. Covers you much of the NBA for 30 days, as well as a lot of the NCAA tournament with that 1-month All Sports Pass. Pick as a promo code. You'll be able to save that 15% off. And of course, Jay, we want to mention, of course, your all access plan up there, all access package. Those monster February. Looking for a big March as well.
Hey, man, my All Access members are enjoying an extremely tremendous season. The All Access Club is a little different from what we do at Pick Dogs Premium. Every single game at Pick Dogs Premium is weighted the exact same. In the All Access Club, that's not the case. You're able to see about how many units I like on a specific game every single day. And with that style system, you can make a lot of money. So, like for me, I have an NBA Play of the Day every single day. That play is weighted the same as my 3rd favorite play at Pick Dogs Premium. In the All Access Club, that's not the case. So, I try to tell you guys my NBA Play of the Day is the play I love the most. That's the play I personally have the most money on. But in the All Access Club, you get the actual rating system. And with that system, we made a ton of money this season. So with about 44 days or so left in the NBA season, I think you guys should seriously think about joining the All Access Club, and we're running a promotion for the remainder of the weekend. If you get in before Sunday, you get either Costi's College Hoops package for March Madness or Mitch's. So you get your choice of either Mitch or Costi's College Hoops package if you get my All Access before Sunday. And honestly, you want to get it today because you get tomorrow and Sunday's College Hoops. So make sure you guys hop on that offer, and let's continue to try to kick the crap out of the books.
Absolutely, guys. Get on board with Jay Briggs. Make that call or text and get signed up for that all access if it's within your price range. All right, Jay, as always, great having you show. Okay, that great success. We'll catch up with you again on the drive-thru on Monday. But of course, you've got also your all access video as well from NBA, your jam session.
Yes, sir. Every day, every single day, you guys can catch me on the Pick Dogs YouTube channel talking some NBA hoops, man. I cover every single game on the board. It's crazy how popular it is, but hey, I love doing it. We're just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. Having a great season, and we're just trying to keep it rolling. So you guys can catch me there. You can catch me Monday through Friday on the Pick Dogs Morning Show with Mitch, Roof, Romanelli Wednesdays, and Mondays and Fridays with Costi. And then I host Saturdays and Sundays. So tune in tomorrow as I bring in a ton of guys. We break down as many games as we can. Hey, that show, it's a longer show. Lasts about 2 hours because we're trying to fill you guys with information from, I think we're going to have, 9 guys on the screen tomorrow? So,
yeah.
Hey, ton of action tomorrow, ton of information, and you can learn a lot from all the great guys we have on the show. We got encyclopedias like Tony. We got guys that see the board extremely well and have been red hot this season like Brian Bitler. We got guys with databases that go back since the dawn of sports like Big Al McMorty. You got guys that watch more games than anybody on the planet like Money Man Mitch. You got guys like Hot Rod Zawacky who loves his trends. Tons of different styles all coming together, man, to do what we do best, put you guys on winners. And that's what we love doing here.
That's right, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit those notifications so you get that notification early Saturday morning to tune into the live show, right, Jay? Have a great night, and we'll catch up with you again back on the drive-thru on Monday.
Yes, sir, Tony T. See you on Monday, but I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow on the weekend show. Jay Briggs here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on here. Up next, let's see here. Jovan is in traffic, so that means Brian Bitler is going to jump the line here. Brian Bitler will jump the line. He's getting ready. He's getting his ready to roll here with his segment, so we'll bring him in right now. Brian Bitler, you catch him over at Pick Dodge Premium, top unit producer in college, one of the top unit producers in college hoops this year. Brian, what's happening?
I tell you what, I'm always ready in the bullpen to get called in early. You never know at pickdogs.com on the drive-thru if you're going to get early action. So I am definitely ready to go here on a Friday night with lots of basketball and hockey.
That's absolutely it. Tonight, Brian, we moved to your game. Jovan was the game we saw there, but we're going here tonight here with the Sacramento Kings on the road here to face Minnesota T-Wolves. The T-Wolves here laying 6.5, total 225.
Yeah, for my Friday night drive-thru selection, I'm going to go here with the Sacramento Kings plus the points here Friday night. Kings have been great all year in games like this when they are counted out of winning. The Wolves have been absolutely phenomenal at home this season, 22-6 straight up. But the Kings have been making money on the road, 18-13-1 against the spread. Kings have dropped just under the public radar, I think, 2-5 against the number of last 7 games. I think we're going to see Fox and Edwards end up playing in this one. But Kings are in a funk, 2 straight losses. So expect their best effort here tonight to get out of that funk. Wolves have one of the best, actually they do have the best defensive rating in the NBA. But I think the Kings offense is going to put them to the test and avenge that double-digit loss they took in December. I'm going to take the Sacramento Kings here plus the points. I think it's a 4-point win here for Minnesota, but I think we get the cover with the Kings.
All right, Brian says go ahead and take the Sacramento Kings here at plus the 6.5 here against this Minnesota Timberwolves that didn't get the cover against San Antonio. They kind of just took the foot off the gas, and that's what you kind of wonder what's on with this T-Wolves team. They can be challenged offensively at point here. The news on Fox has been pretty positive. You're kind of wondering about De'Aaron Fox. He did participate in the shoot-around on Friday. That's always a good sign.
Yeah, and I was looking at, I think maybe about 20 minutes before we went on here, and both of them were still questionable, but to me it looked like they were going to play. So I'm just counting on this number even if this number at 6.5 here, I think you're at a good spot with the Sacramento Kings. I mean, Minnesota has been dominant at home, but Kings are just one of those scrappy teams that always seem to stay within the number, at least when I'm taking them.
Yeah, they certainly do there. Okay, so Brian, we always, Brian, we look at some college hoops for tomorrow, and of course we'll have that coverage for you here on the morning show. We always bring in Temple, but Temple's not playing on Sunday. They're going to play on Saturday. We'll see how that throws off the rhythm.
I didn't see a line pop up for Temple.
I got a line here. Just got a line here. Temple and Tulsa. The line opened 5.5. It is now moved up now. Temple now laying 6.5. Total 143.5.
It's always tough to lay 80 points with Temple, but up to 6.5.
There is a 5.5. It's again. At this, with the lines just opening, there are going to be variances. I do see a 5.5 at a U.S. book, by the way, very popular.
I think I'm going to look to fade Temple here, so I'm going to wait for that line. Hopefully, it steadies in there at 6.5. I just don't trust Temple laying that kind of points. If they were a dog getting points, that's a different story. But I'm just not comfortable with the way Temple has performed this year to be laying 6-7 points with them.
All right, Brian, and not comfortable there with that. Tells Temple Isles he likes looking at the Tulsa tomorrow here, so something to keep an eye on. Actually, line has come down. There's been some Tulsa money coming in. Now that 6.5 has turned to 6, and at 5.5 still sitting at 5.5. So there we go.
I think if I had to say one game that really jumped off the page to me, Creighton and Marquette, opened up at 3.5. Now you're seeing 5.5, 6 around that number. So to me, it looks like a real bait job for Marquette. I'm really liking Creighton on my first early look here.
First early look here at the college hoops action. We're gonna have a big game. Of course, Brian in the Philadelphia area, so we got to bring up Villanova, right? Villanova going to be on the road against Providence. Looks like Providence is going to right now favor 2.5.
Oh yeah, when I first looked at it, it was 1.5. Now we're up to 2.5. I think you're going to want to wait through the night, see what that is in the morning. But I'd be tempted to take Villanova. I think they're a lot similar to UCLA, better than their record indicates. I think for me, I think I'd take Villanova with the points.
There we go. Just giving you guys a little taste of the college hoops for tomorrow. Of course, you turned in the morning show. I think Brian, you're part of the crew tomorrow morning or Sunday.
Yep, I signed up. Yeah, and if Miami's playing, we'll just fade Miami.
There you go. Continue the fade on Miami there. All right, Brian here on the Kings plus 6.5 against Timberwolves for the show. This one will have a start time here at 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. Of course, we do have some college hoops on the board tonight. The smaller conference. A-Sun has a lot of action tonight because this is the last day of regular season play for the A-Sun because the A-Sun begins Monday with their conference tournament. So the A-Sun concludes action tonight. So just so you guys know, I think there's another conference out there that's concluded as well. We are closing the book on regular season conferences this week for some of the smaller conferences. But the A-Sun closes out tonight. That's why you see a lot of those games on the board. Brian, 48 units of profit for the year. What do you have going over at Pick Dodge Premium?
I'll tell you what, my best bet is in college basketball. I have five. I have 3 total premium plays today, 2 in the NBA, 1 college hoops, but my college basketball is my titanium play. 62, 31, and 1, 67% run last 94 titaniums. Overall, my college basketball, 114 and 77, 60% run. So $1,000 better is up $28,480. You can get the rest of the year in college basketball with me. That includes the postseason. $329. Use code PICK at checkout. Get 15% off of that. Or you can get my Square Dance and 3-pack tonight. All 3 premium plays for $50 at pickdogs.com. Definitely. Actually, I love the NBA card, which is odd for me. Combine that with my college basketball, we should have a big night.
That's right, big night, guys. Get on board with Brian Bitler. Get that long-term pass. And remember the promo code PICK at checkout. Save yourself that 15% off. Also, multi-capper promotions up there. Check it out. Get signed up. All right, Brian, as always, great having you show. Continue that great success. We'll catch up with you again on the drive-through here on Monday. But let everybody know about your video series. We catch, I think, in short series now, as you like to go, contrarian sharp plays.
Yeah, make sure you check out my sharp betting contrarian predictions every single day at the Pick Dogs YouTube channel. I got to work on tonight's video for tomorrow before I go out square dancing. And then catch me on the morning show Saturday and Sunday. I'll be hanging out with all the guys, hopefully making fun of the Miami Hurricanes. We'll see what happens. So.
That's right, guys. So check it out. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. So when Brian drops that video, you get it there in real time. All right, Brian, have a great night. we'll catch up with you again on the drive-through here on Monday, but we'll be tuning into the weekend show as well, and part of it.
Well, thanks for having me, Tony, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll have some fun, and then I'll catch you again on Monday.
You got it. Brian Bitler here on the drive-through. Guys, if you ever miss a pick, we're recapping at the end of the day. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue here on the drive-through. Looks like Jovan has signed in, and we're going to see. Maybe we should go to Rod first. Let's see. I think Jovan is still trying to settle in there. Maybe you're okay. It looks like Jovan's ready to go. He's got his, looks like thumbs up. Jovan, you ready to go? Thumbs up from Jovan. Okay, so let's bring him in right now. Jovan Burts, catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Bring him in right now. Jovan, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Tony? How are you?
Doing great. Looking forward to the weekend action tonight, but we get Friday going tonight with an interesting one between the Pacers and Pelicans. We've seen the Pelicans line kind of creep up a bit. Pelicans laying 5, total 238.5.
Yeah, and I'm on the Pelicans. Now, this is one of those, home and homes, back-to-backs, whatever you want to call it, that the NBA schedule when two teams face each other, in a little mini-series. Watching that game last game in Indiana got off to a real hard start. It was up 20, was basically up damn near the whole game. And, the Pelicans just kept on fighting, trying to reel them in. They got it to within 5, within I want to say 2.5 minutes left. And then, the Pacers basically stretched it out to a 9-point victory. In this one, being that it's in New Orleans, this go around, you're going to get a couple different things. You're going to get a better whistle for the home team, I believe, in this one. You're going to get a tougher defensive game because the referees are going to cause many fouls on the Pelicans, being at his home court advantage. However slight that might be. And then that in turn is going to, on the offensive end, when Zion has the ball, I believe he's going to get to the line a lot or have his way around the paint. Him, Brandon Ingram, C.J. McCollum to a lesser extent, they just have better defensive players by far on the New Orleans roster that I think in this situation, being that this is the second time in as many games that they're facing each other, is going to bode well for them. Indiana, while they have played better defense lately, they're still not a good defensive team. And their shot selection at times, is iffy. They make them, but when they get cold, they get ice cold. I'm on the Pelicans in this one.
All right, Jovan says Pelicans here. Lay the 5. And let's see what the line is here right now. Some of the books here as we're getting close to game time. There's some 5.5s right now and 5. So I do see some 5s in the marketplace right now. So make sure you guys do your line shopping, get the best numbers. There are some 5s, U.S. and offshore as well there. No doubt about that. Yeah, it's just, again, with the Pacers on the road, it's always hard because, again, their defense is bad. We just saw, was it recently at Toronto, just pounding them at home, and it was a road game for Toronto, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was a situation where you would have. I didn't take. I think I was on Toronto game, but that's a situation where the public was going in Indiana. They had did in the previous game, and they laid an egg on the road. You know what I mean? So just goes to show you that those home road splits is for real.
Yeah, no doubt about that. What we like to do here on Fridays, we kind of just like to go through some of the opening lines in college hits as we've done before. So we kind of left off here. There's an early start here, Jovan, Oregon and Arizona. Again, Arizona laying these big numbers in Pac-12 play. They're going to be laying between 14 and 13.5 at home against Oregon.
Yeah, there's a lot of lumber to lay, but as far as I know, Oregon has been really playing the best ball. That they can, and it might be a proposition to lay those points.
All right, there we go. Another one, Marquette and Creighton lines opening up right now. Looks like it's settling about Creighton at home favored 4 to 3.5 against Marquette.
So another tough one. You got two ranked teams, highly ranked teams. Jeez, that one could go either way. Said 4.5.
Yeah.
Man, that's really a tough one. I would lean Blue Jays at this point, but I have to dig into that to give it.
dig a little bit more into that game. Corey, can you see Duke covering here? They're going to lay 8. I've just seen the line pop from 8.5 to 10. Someone just pounded Duke right now. 8.5 or 10, because right now these lines are just opening, so we're seeing movement here in this game, Duke and Virginia.
Duke at Virginia?
No, Virginia at Duke.
At,
Duke home.
Virginia at Duke?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Virginia is you watch their offense, and it's been like this year in and year with this bunch. Tony Bennett makes it happen, but, their offense, man, it just great. It grates on you if you're backing them. You know what I mean? And their defense isn't as tough as in years, I believe. I would say this might be a Dookie spot.
It might be a Dookie spot. Washington State couldn't cover the 7 against USC. They're going to play UCLA at home on Saturday. They're going to lay 7 in this one too. So Washington State at home laying 7 against the Bruins.
Yeah, to UCLA points to me.
Yeah, points with UCLA. A big one tonight. This will be probably the ESPN highlight night game. Tennessee at Auburn here. Looks like Tennessee at Alabama. Looks like Bama the favorite here. 2.5.
Another tough one. Did you see Dalton connect? I mean, hey, you have him on the floor, anything can happen. You know what I mean? So with that said, I would put the side to put that on the back burner and go with the over.
There you go. Houston and Oklahoma. Looks like Houston going to lay 5.5 in this one.
Houston against who?
At Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Cougars.
There you go. Cougars. All right. Here's always the late night game here. Gonzaga and St. Mary's here on the road. Gonzaga coming off that win against San Francisco. Looks like St. Mary's here favored 2.5 in this one. 139.5.
Man, I mean, I really don't want to take Gonzaga, but I don't know. They lost that one if I'm not mistaken. So, I just can't see a situation where Gonzaga draws both games to St. Mary's in 1 year. I don't know, but so I would lean Gonzaga. Would have to do some deep digging though.
Yeah, deep dig on it. If you saw the last meeting, I know it was a late night against San Francisco. Boy, Gonzaga just pulled away from San Francisco in that spot, and they were able to get that big win. So there you go, just a taste of what you'll get here tomorrow morning here, guys. 10 a.m. Eastern time. We'll cover this big college basketball board. We have a full house, and you'll see Jovan in there as well. I'll be in there, Jay. There's a waiting list because Saturday's going to be busy. We have about 140 games on the card. As we said, we do have some conferences wrapping up tonight. The ASUN is wrapping up because they start their conference tournament on Monday. I believe there's another conference as well that's wrapping up tonight. So we're getting those early week conference tournaments beginning on Monday and some Tuesday. So there'll be about 137 games tomorrow. But guys, tune into the morning show. Pelicans lay the 5.5. 5. You can find 5s right now here against the Pacers. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick.com for tonight's action. Of course, NBA on the board. Jovan having a great year in the NBA. This season. That's on the board. We got action college hoops heading into big weekend. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I got an NBA 3-pack going. NBA, well, the last couple nights I've had even nights. So, it hasn't been a losing night, hasn't been a winning night. I've been, prior to that, been running hard. With this game, right, with this 3-pack right, sure to hit. I also got a college basketball play going, and with those 4 plays, jump on something long term, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, yearly. No matter other handicaps for the 2-4 capital emotional. A lot of us hard at Pick Dogs Sports Chat Place. Let's get it.
Let's get it indeed, guys. Get on board with Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs Premium. Great results in the NBA. Hey, you guys love that 3-day pass here on Friday. You get a lot of John's Premium plays for Friday, Saturday, Sunday with that 3-pack. Use that promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. You get lots of volume from Jovan, especially in that college hoops here coming Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just started a shorts where I put together, a college basketball parlay, whether it's a 3-team, 2. Tonight I got a ASUN 2-teamer. So check that out.
Check it out, guys. check it over at Pick Dogs Premium. Get on board with the sign up, and also be sure to subscribe so when Jovan drops that short video series, you get it right away. All right, Jovan, have yourself a great evening. We'll catch up with you again on the drive-thru on Monday, but we'll catch up with you again on the weekend show.
Absolutely. Per usual, Saturday in the morning show and right back here on the drive-thru.
You got it. Jovan Burts here on the drive-thru. Let's continue here on the drive-thru. Guys, if you ever miss a pick, we always recap at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue here on the drive-thru. We're going to bring in Rod Zawacky in right now. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll get move the chains here, get Rod's at play here. We'll be coming to you here from the NHL. So we get NHL coverage. We'll always get some bonuses from Rod as well. He's been good to us here on the show. Rod, what's happening?
Well, not too much, Tony. Getting ready for the big loaded weekend of action. Got a few tonight. A couple went off. So I had one game go off already, early game. Excited. So I've been tuning into that. And as big slate tomorrow. Huge college basketball slate. Huge NHL slate. So definitely tune into the morning show. It's always a good time there tomorrow morning. Packed house usually. Last time I seen the list, I think we had 7, 8 on there. So almost full.
It's already full. Yeah, it's already full. It's a waiting list already full. I checked it before the show. So we got a full show. Kasi was the last one in. Then they shut the door.
And okay. Full house tomorrow then. The full 9 squares full up.
Yep, it'll be a full house. It's a waiting list out there. We'll see how it rolls. But tonight we go to the NHL here. Ducks home on a back-to-back here to face the Devils. Big line here. Devils got to get together here. 292 total 6.5.
Yeah, and you look at this game here. The Devils probably favorites for good reason, right? The last time they made a trip into Anaheim, they won that one 6-2. Just previously, they beat the Sharks up 7-2 in that one. Devils rested team here. They're not playing on no back-to-back. Ducks, well, they are playing on the back-to-back. Who's getting the start? Our buddy Lucas Dostal going to get the start here for the Ducks. Yikes. I would nickname him the dumpster because all he's doing is just the trash can. He just kind of stands there sometimes. And he's got a 3.7 goals against average, 897 save percentage. Yikes. Tough spot here for the Ducks no matter how much you slice it. Ducks 2-5 on the back-to-back spot as well. And then giving up goals, as I said, close to 4 goals here. Devils, that offense is going to open it up. I think they easily cover the puck line. But we got this over here. I like the over. And I think the Devils can almost get there on their own. 7 goals? Easy. I think we get 9. I'm going to say this is 6-3.
Wow. There you go. Rod here on the Ducks Devils over a total of 6.5 goals. These are two teams that are trending defensively, playing poorly over their past 5 games. Each team giving up 4 goals a game. And it opened up yesterday. Right? And that San Jose Anaheim game opened up last night.
It did, right? That's what I kind of figured it was going to do, get a lot of goals. And I think he get lots of goals again. Nico Dawes is going to get the start for the Devils. And his last time, he gave up a couple goals versus the Sharks. How many can he give up against the Ducks? As I said, I think he scores. I think the Ducks score 3. Devils double them up and score 6. I think we easily get 9. We could see 10 or more. This could turn into a goal fest. These teams, as you said, have a lot of defense here. They're just trying to win games by scoring a lot. And the Ducks, well, in a race of guys on the team that are going to score lots, I think the Devils win by default. We just way too many weapons to beat you offensively. And then with Lucas Dostal and goal. I don't even think it would be any better with Gibson in there.
Oh, goodness, yeah. The Ducks have given up 4 or greater goals over the stretch of games here. And the ones they didn't, it was against the Kings that can't score, against Buffalo that's no good, against Ottawa that's had their struggles. But when they go up against decent teams, maybe playoff contenders, they just give up tons of goals. If you just go back and look at the playoff contenders they face.
Right? 4 goals. 4 goals against Nashville. The only game that's always close was against your Kings there, where it was 3-2. Other than that, Columbus. They lost to Columbus, gave up 7. Yikes. They gave up 9 to the Leafs. 9!
5 to Buffalo.
that was
Montreal.
Buffalo came in. 4-3 in that one. The Ducks are definitely giving up goals, but so do the Devils. Devils score 7. They give up 4 in a loss, 3 in a loss, 5 in a loss, 6 in a loss too. Look at that, they lost 6-2 to Washington.
Yeah.
Washington doesn't have a whole lot of offensive guys either. So if you're getting up 6 to Washington, what?
Yeah, that's the thing here with these teams. They're giving up a lot of goals, and of course, the Anaheim against a contender, they're just giving up. They're getting pounded. They give up a lot of goals. So, Rod here on Ducks Devils over 6.5. This one airing tonight. We'll get to the bonus in a second as we get hit in the witching hour. Rod, let everybody know what you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium. Rod, having a great year in college hoops. We're heading to a big weekend. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
And over Pick Dogs Premium, like I said, I had a game go off already, but I reconstituted. I've got my 10-star college basketball Rim Rocker Play of the Day. We're 7-3 in our last 10, and 63-48 the last 30 days, rolling right along into March Madness. Are we in college hoops? Got my 10-star NHL Play of the Day as well. You can scoop that up. And what I've done is I've put all those together into my Steak Friday package, because it is Steak Friday, my favorite day of the week. So it's down to a triple instead of what the 5-pack was today. But still, your better term is to grab that 3-day pass. Join me for the weekend. You know how many college hoops plays I'm going to have? Quite a few. Normally I went 10 one week. What did I have last week? Over double digits in already. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 14 on my list if I don't whittle it down. So definitely going to have a whole pile of college hoops plays, plus a bunch of NHL plays as well. It's a big, giant 13-game card tomorrow. Found some spots to make money. So definitely, instead of buying all these packages, go long term. Use that promo code PICK at checkout. And as Jovan said, definitely lots of hot cappers. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional. Can't go wrong with that as well.
Can't go wrong indeed, guys. Got a board with Rod Zawacky over at Pick Dog Cream. Great results, as you can see here in college hoops. 610 units of profit. No better time now to get on board. Remember that 3-day pass is a great value here. You guys love that 3-day pass here because Rod will sneak in some plays for you here on Monday, as you know. So get on board. Pick is a promo code. All right, Rod. Let everybody know if you've got any bonus heading into the Friday night.
I do, and we're gonna the game that I just talked about. Our buddy Jack Hughes. I think he rips it up. Last time we seen him come into Anaheim, he got himself a nice power play goal. He got an assist. So Jack Hughes to get him an anytime goal. Plus, I also like Jack Hughes over 1.5 points. A little bit of plus money on that over 1.5 points. I think he easily chips in and gets 2 points for us tonight. And then the other one that I like.
Here it goes. There you go.
Gonna go with Illinois tomorrow. Take it. Illinois comes in. They're on the road tomorrow as well. They're playing Wisconsin, and I think you can get plus 2.5 on them that I see in that line at. You don't need that 2.5. Take a money line. I love Illinois to come in there and beat Wisconsin, get themselves another little big statement win to add to the resume. Give me the Illini tomorrow, money line.
Right on the Illini money line, and this one at 1 Eastern time. Big Ten
2.5, I think.
We'll have it. Let me see here. We've got 2.5. There's 2.5 usually is the line right now at most places. So 2.5 is the line. This one is Wisconsin favored here 2.5, and it's been steaming from an opener of Pick'em.
Correct.
Yeah.
It did steam from because they are on the road, but I like Illinois here on the road. I think this is a spot that they can win it. You can take the 2.5 if you want, but I don't think you need it. I like Illinois to come in there and win it outright.
Yeah, Wisconsin sends a lot of L's, a lot of L's of late here for this.
A lot of L's by that Wisconsin by the Badgers.
Oh yes, yes. It has been kind of a.
And Illinois is surprised. They've actually been very competitive and looked real good in spots this season.
Yeah, they have been, no doubt about that. Of course, they lose in a team that couldn't win. Indiana, they lose to them. So there you go with
right.
Yeah, that's it
happens. Nobody goes perfect in college hoops.
No.
Well, we see teams lose. They have one of those games that they just you always know it's coming. That's the one thing about college hoops, that there's always that one letdown game, and it's like, what was that? Why did you get off the bus? Like, seriously, what
Yeah.
did you do? What was that one? I don't know what that was.
Yeah, just a head shaker. Just a head shaker. No doubt about that. All right, Rod, let everybody know about your video series. You produce the NHL A to Z, every game on the board, 3 tonight, but a monster card tomorrow for Saturday. And of course, you always throw in that parlay with your NHL video series.
Yeah, there's three NHL tonight. Plus, hey, I got a parlay for tonight. I got a point scorer prop parlay. If you want, it's archived. Check it out. 3-point scorers that I love. Oh, a point scorer from each game in tonight's action. So definitely check that out. Plus tomorrow's action. Like, subscribe. That way you get notified when those get released. 13 games tomorrow. Plus, as Tony said, 3-teamer parlay ready to go as well. So that'll be released tonight for tomorrow's action. So. Aboard. Appreciate everybody that tunes into those. And on that parlay tomorrow, hey, leave your 3-team parlay, and we'll see which one's the best in the comments tomorrow. I'm excited to check it out. Let's see.
Check it out indeed, guys. So make sure you get like, subscribe, set those notifications so when Rod drops those videos, you get them right away. They're archived now for tonight and tomorrow with that big card for Saturday at Rod. Have yourself a great evening. We'll catch up with you again on the drive-thru next week, but we'll also catch up with you on the weekend show.
Yeah, everybody have a good night. Crush the books tonight, and we'll see you on the drive-thru on Monday. We'll see everybody tomorrow morning on the morning show. You in there? I think
I'm in there. I'm in there tomorrow.
Well, aren't you? Yep. So I'll see you tomorrow morning, Tony. I'll see everybody else tomorrow morning as well. Excited.
Excited.
Big game.
It's March. It's March. So it's time to get excited.
March, right?
That's right.
Bring it back in!
That's March. That's right. Let's roll. Let's roll. Time to roll it out in March. Build up that bankroll.
Time to roll.
Time to roll. Time to build that bankroll for your summer vacation.
Exactly. Build that bankroll for a big, massive summer vacation. I'm excited.
That's right. All right, Rod, have a great night. Enjoy the Steak Friday, and we'll catch up with you on the drive-thru Monday.
You as well, Tony. Have a good luck with your bets. Catch you guys on Monday. Drive-thru.
Absolutely. Rod Zawacky here on the drive-thru. Let's continue here on the drive-thru. I'll give you my pick, and then we'll go to the recap. We're going NBA again. We're going to continue with the totals. We had a total. Yes, it won't be this one. We have to move the line. I didn't hear from Nick Menken, so we'll continue here with my play here, and then we'll get to the recap here in a second. Let me go. It's going to be the game tonight, and we're going to go total in this one. Wizards, Clippers. This one's been moved from an opener here, but we still like the under in this game. Under. Let's see here. Under the total, Nick, not here. Under total 237.5. I think that's what the best line is right now because this one kind of moved a bit here. Let me double check it here. Yeah, 237.5. You're going to have to grade me on that number because there's no more 238s in the marketplace at all right now. So 237 will be the grading number on this one. This comes down to a situation here with this. With this Washington team, they've been terrible in back-to-backs offensively. 2-8 to the under in back-to-backs. As you know, they're kind of just a one-way team. They score a lot. They defend poorly, but this is a team that really struggles for points in back-to-back spots. They don't have a lot of depth on their bench. They don't go very deep. We look over the past 5 games. The Washington Wizards offense has averaged 106 points per 100 possessions, shooting just under 44%. The Clippers have defended well at home, allowing just 112 points per 100 possessions. They play at a slow pace. I look for the defense to come out. They had a really sloppy look here against the Lakers there. The defense will tighten up for this one. Go under the total here. Wizards and Clippers. All right, guys, check out Pick.com. I have a best bet tonight from the NBA, so go ahead and get on board. And, of course, I also have my long-term pass, my 3, 7, or 30 all sports pass. Get all my pre-and plays for that time period you select. When you go to my handicapper page, make that purchase. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. Multi-capper promotions offered here as well. All right, let's continue here on the drive. Let's get to the recap. Recap the plays here for the show today. All right. And don't forget to get your best bets. Put your best bets in the chat. We'll read them out at the end of the show. Get your best bets in the chat right now. All right, we start off with Jay. Jay liked the Grizzlies, laid the 1 against Trailblazers. Jovan was Pelicans, laid the 5.5 against Pacers. Brian Kings plus 6.5 against the T-Wolves. Rod was on Ducks Devils over 6.5. Still looking for Nick. I'll be on the Wizards Clippers under 237.5. That's the going number right now. The one I like the most, let's see the one. I like that Pelicans thing. Let me double check here in my notes here. I think the Pelicans is the one I like the most here, but let me double check. Yep, the Pelicans is the game I like the most there, courtesy there of Jovan Burts. All right, that's going to do it for this edition here of the Drive-Thru, guys. Make sure you get your best bets in the chat right now, and we'll go read them off in a second. That's going to do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Be sure to tune in again here on Monday live here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers from Big Dogs and Sports Chat Place, and we'll got our place for in real time. Remember, it always gets started with that morning show here, the weekend here, 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. It'll be Jay with as hosting. I'll be there, and a lot of cappers from the drive-thru on that Saturday morning show, so make sure you guys tune in. Also, the video series over here at Pick Dogs. Mitch's 7 Picks in 5 Minutes, his betting tool show. Around the round table with the betting professionals out there as well. Jay's Jam Session. We also have Chris Ruffalo there with his Around the League from the NHL. Ron Romanelli, his bank shot breakdown from college basketball. Costi with his sharp trading plays. Big Al McMorty with his all access. Also Brian Bitler, sharp trading plays. We also have Nick Menken, first half NBA. Rod Zawacky, A to Z NHL coverage. Every game on the board, plus a parlay. So make sure you tune into that. We've just seen Jovan's parlay shorts as well in the shorts. Also, Brian Bitler, the sharp contrarian plays from Brian Bitler up on the channel. Mills with his UFC rundown, which is up right now, as well as his prop shop every day. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Dana Lane against the public betting is another really popular video series here on Pick Dogs. And of course, Brad Francis with his parlay video. So lots of content here, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. So when we're live, you're live with us. You get the plays in real time. Don't forget Costi with his sharp trading plays. All right, that's going to do it. Let's get to the best bets, guys. Get your best bets in right now. Let's see what we got. Blake in North Florida, -1 first half. And he likes Eastern Kentucky money line. Coming in, Fernando Mendoza likes Mount St. Mary's. Brown -1 from Blake as well as also Pelicans laying 3 in the first half. Pistons from Alexander Lamberts here. Pistons plus the 9.5. Can't argue that one. Richmond -4.5. South Carolina +5. But that was one that cashed for Fernando in there. Indy for Panger Light is in there. The Sacramento Kings for Panger Light as well. What else we have here? Double is coming with his show pick tonight. He likes the Reds in spring training baseball. Reds -120 tonight. All right, let's see what else we got coming in here. With your best bets, guys, get those best bets in right now. J-Man likes that over in the Pacers and Pelicans. Chris, White Thunder, JMU lay the 14.5. James Madison. What else do we have here? Devils, first period team total over 1.5 by Lando 86. What else we have coming in? We have Suleiman coming in with Cavs Sixers over. Let's see, Sixers first half over 110.5. Looks like that's what he's going with here. What else do we have here as well? Nicholas Handy Flyers lay the puck in a half over 5.5 SGP. Therefore, Nicholas Handy. What else we have coming in here with the best bets tonight from the crew? Everybody here. Let's see what we've got. Let's see. Michael Morgan likes Chicago Moneyline game. And what else we have here? You guys have to put the teams in there. This might be baseball you're talking about there. So I think we got all our best bets in. Last call. Here we go with Thomas Bowe. He likes over. He's going against me here. Over Wizards Clippers. Rod likes Texas State lay the 4.5. And Penn +4.5 here from Rod. And let's see if we have any more coming in here. This is the last call. Ron Crawford show pick Milwaukee laying the 4 with his show pick. And of course, Alexander Lambert's also coming in with the Mavs +10.5 if Luka plays. Looks like Luka is going to play. I think that was verified, I believe, earlier. Yeah, Luka is going to play. And let's see what that line is right now. Is it 10? No, it's over. It's 8.5 out there. 8.5 is the number right there on that game. All right, we got everybody's show pick in there. Appreciate everybody's contributions. Princeton coming in with more from Ron here. Princeton laying the 13.5. All right, that's going to do for our show. Let's go ahead and bring in our cappers for tonight. Anyway, goodbye, guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening. We'll catch up with you again.